Alrighty. So let us begin today with that beautiful big warm up. Feet underneath the hips. We're going to take our big inhale. We're going to cruise on down. Let's do it about 8 times. Inhale up. So bending those knees, hinging at the hips, letting those arms go, relax the head, double bend, and bring it on up. And 2. And lift. And 3. And up. 4. And up. Nice work. 5. And up. 6. And up. Let's go for 7. Last one, it's 8. Whew. And up, pausing at the top, bringing your feet out wider. And now we're going to warm that back up. So hinge those hips back, arms in front. See if you can keep the legs as straight as possible. Again, I don't want anybody to hurt their back. That the straighter you can get, especially behind those knees, the more we're going to start to lengthen out. And as you're doing this, fingertip to hip, can you pull the belly button back to the spine? Pulling the belly button back. Okay, you can still breathe and pull the belly button back. Just give me 2 more little pulses here. And then curl on over, fingertip touch, belly in again as you're just pushing up and off the floor. Little bounce. Push, push, push. Keep that belly button in. That'll protect the back. Give me 3 more little bouncies. Good, and now we're going to alternate flat back to down. So here we go, out, flat back. Good, and down. Let the head drop and relax the neck as you go down. Keeping the belly button drawn in both ways. I know that takes a bit of practice and mindfulness. And down, just give me 2 more. Out, and drop. Last one, out. And drop. Good work. Now, put one hand on top of the other. We're porpoising. So I'm just going to call that a stack of the hand. And you're going to reach up. Look at me, Gretz. Reaching up. You got it. And through. And up. Really visualizing the dolphin G up and up out of the water. And up. It's a beautiful little undulation of the spine. Up and over. Up and over. Give me 2 more of those. Up and over and through. Last one. Up and over. And then just hang there back and just press back. Back. Relaxing the head. Really watch that the neck is relaxed. You're not holding it up. Give me 3 more pulses. 2 more. Last one. And then put your hands behind your ankles, pressing the torso in towards the legs. And you can do little pulses. You can let the head rock a little bit. If you can't get that torso close to the legs, don't worry, keep going. The flexibility will come. Good, and now we're gonna do figure 8s in front of the feet. So you can either intertwine the fingers and just have them separate, but you're just rolling from one side to the other, drawing a big figure 8. This is just a beautiful spine massage, essentially. Relax the head here. I notice a lot of times I'm kind of looking up a little bit, but just let the head hang. Good. And now we're going to roll up. So I like to do a slight bend to the knee here, curling under. You do what feels good as you come all the way up. And then let's just put the feet in about hip width apart, not too close, not too wide. Both arms up. We're doing our big side stretches. Reaching up first, and then bring one hand down, touching the leg. Again, stretch up and over. Gosh, this is so deep, isn't it? With your hand here on the leg, you're really supporting that side stretch. And since we do so much in the waist, good work. Now, I just want you guys to notice something. I'm noticing that a lot of us have this shoulder up. Can you drop the shoulder down? So the side that we're going down, the side with the hands on the leg, relax that shoulder. Oh, yes. And make sure you're not turning, right? All right, now press into the leg to come up. So you support, because it's so deep. Bring that arm up, other arm down, reaching up and over. Ooh, I love this side stretch. Love it. So again, make sure that we're not shifting the hip. How do we stop it? Long leg, just press that heel in the ground. Good work, and stretch it over. Woo, let's check the shoulder again. Relax it down. Slide that arm down the leg even more. Oh, so good. I don't think I've been this side stretched in a long time. All right, you guys ready? Press the hand into the leg to support yourself coming up all the way. Good. You can either grab onto elbows or if you have the flexibility, shoulder blades, but don't push the head forward. Actually, you can press the head back against those arms as you go side to side. See how deeply you can stretch. And I love that as I feel like I'm lifting that elbow up, right? So you get that all the way up in the top, almost like a little bit. Well, I feel this all the way down into my hip, which is so nice. One more time each side. Keep pressing those elbows back. Nice work. Good. Then you can drop the arms, and we're just going to do it with the elbow. So it's kind of a combination. Long lever, short lever. Long lever, short lever. Now, isn't it interesting? I bet you feel like, okay, I can go really far now. That was a long, deep stretch. I'm like, oh, that feels so good. All right, you guys, let's stop there. And let's just take an arm, and we're just rolling back. Always doing the back. Good. And just make it pretty and lyrical. Up and back. Up and back. Give me two more like that. Then we'll go to the other side. Here we go. Other arm. Up and back. Up and back. Just getting that nice rotation. That shoulder joint. Along with the rest of the torso. Two more. Good. And now we do these. You're going to cross here. It's like a figure eight. Cross here and then just let it go back close to the body. Up and back. Up and back. Up. Cross them in the back. Cross it in the front. Cross it in the back. Cross it in the front. Cross it in the back. Nice looking. You guys look beautiful as always today. Woo! All right, just pause there. Let's bring the arms up. We're going to do little figure eights here. So you're really warming those shoulders up. Shoulders should feel good now. Just two more of those. Nice. And then give me some nice jazz hands. Slight bend there at the elbow. Shoulders down. Press it back fast. Little pulses back. Little pulses back, 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 back. You can bend a little bit more, Mary, like this. So bend and then press back elbows, like forearm. Oh, yeah. And if you go fast, you guys, it will really hold the heat up in your body. Beautiful. And now keeping the shoulders down, it's an up. So you want to feel like you're lifting up from the top of the arms. Up, 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 up. Get them up higher, cat. Bring the elbows up higher and then up. So think shoulder down, up, up, up. Yes, you're going to feel that right at the delts. So good. Now fists, little circles back. Little circles back with the fists. Circle, 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 circle. Super good. Then bring them forward like right here. Press the air forward. Press the air forward. Woo! Nice work. Hands together. Bringing it up. And just up and back. Up and back. Up and back. This reminds me a lot of when we come up from oil wells. A little bit, right? Up and back. Up and back. Give me two more of these. And then just bend the elbows and lift. Try not to get that head to go forward. Keep your head in alignment as you bend. Good. 4. Working those tries. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Draw them down. Let's do a nice big shoulder roll. And then you're going to bring your hands up like this, elbows up. Nice. So in this position, bring those elbows in towards each other. Ooh, doesn't that feel good? And then we're going to do big circles back. So you really want to keep those elbows pulling in towards each other as you go forward. And then you warm up in those beautiful shoulders. Good. Just give me 2 more of these. Last one of these. Good. We're almost done with these. Grab on here like an I Dream a Genie, but you're actually grabbing the hand and you're going to feel like you're pulling this way. Pull, pull, but you're grabbing hard. So when you do it, you're going to see the girls lift, the girls will lift, girls lift, girls lift. Give me 5 and 4. Warming up those lats. 3, 2, 1. Good work and drop. Now, on these warm-ups, we just do head, head. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to put our hands in our T-tap pump position because, man, there's nothing like it, right? So you can just bring your feet, at least your feet are parallel, bending, tucking, lifting the ribs, palms together, roll the shoulders back, press the thumbs in, shoulders down, and how about some lift touches? Because, like, there's just nothing better than this, I don't think. Squeeze in between those shoulder blades, and then just push. So now your shoulders are really stable, shoulders down, dropping the head, and just do little side to sides. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. Go slowly though, as you go from side to side, just so you don't want to go too fast, because you don't want to find that place where it's like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Good. Then just bring it down, chin to chest, head straight up. Just do a tilt and a tilt. Oh, one more time. A tilt. You guys, you know what? Hold there and slightly lift that chin, shoulders down, elbows squeezing. I love this because you can feel those lymph nodes right there underneath that earlobe, and that's a place I get so congested. All right, tuck the chin when you lift up high and bring it to the other side. Push again, get the ribs up, lifting the chin, shoulders down. Ooh, drain that lymph, and down and up, and then just look over one shoulder. Good, squeeze in between the blades, the other shoulder, and a shoulder, and a shoulder, straight ahead. We might as well hinge over. Part way, arch that tail, shoulders are down. Let's lift, touch to end. 3, 4, and you're ready. Let's just let them fly. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Shake it out. Shake out those hands. Shake out the elbows. Shake out the shoulders. I'm going to grab something. We're going right to the chair and the bar. Right to the chair or the bar. Now, we're going to do those straighten bends with this. But here's what I want to show you. I'm going to do it from here for a second. I want you to really notice. We're going to take just a minute with this one, okay? Let's put the hand on the hip outside. Standing leg will be straight. Arm is just here, okay? You don't want it to a place where you're leaning. You want the shoulder, hip, ankle all in a straight line. Bring this leg out. This is where I want to go to the side to show you, or at least, yeah, I'm going to go to here to show you. I think maybe I need it to be here. Sorry, you guys, I just really want to show you something because it's really powerful. So, yeah, I can do it here. All right, so before you go anywhere, I want you to think slight tuck, pull the belly button back. Now, the tuck isn't this. Can you see what I just did? Where the upper body comes forward. It's more a tilt under. Can you see that? Tilt under with that. Very good. Now, just lift this leg to the place with the tilt where you're not feeling it in the flexors. See, if I lift too high without the tilt, if I'm here, this is all hip flexor. I can go to here, curl, ribs, and now I'm not feeling flexors. So that's where I want you to be. You might be here, you might be here, doesn't matter. As long as you're tucked, again, I'm not this, right? I'm tilted, and belly is in. All right, you might want to drop for a second, shake. But I felt that that was important. That made a difference for me when I kind of did it. Let's put the hand here on the hip. All right, so on this one, again, tilt under. Standing leg is straight, by the way. And just lift it up, tilt. Like I'm going to hold it here. It doesn't have to be that high. Do a little bend, straighten it out, little lift up. Bend, straighten. Now when you lift, tilt, tuck. Bend, straighten, tuck, lift. Bend, straighten, tuck, lift. Bend, reach through the knee, tuck, lift. Bend, straighten, tuck, lift. Bend, straighten, tuck, lift. Bend, straighten, lift. Soften, straighten, lift. Soften, straighten, lift. Give me 3 more. Soften, straighten, lift. No leaning. You don't need to. You're tilting. Bend, straighten, lift. Pause, flex. Tilt. Belly is pulled up. Little ups if you can. Little ups. Keep your tilt. Stretch back through the back of the knee and the heel. In the heel, if you can, bring that outside arm up. Good. Pause. Hold. Tilt. Belly button. And draw it back. Very nice. Take it back. And really stretch out in that hip flexor. So little things with this. They're like tiny little tweaks that will make all the difference, right, with that tuck. All right, I'm going to go to this side. I think you guys got that in it. So let's go to the other side. Again, just be here where shoulder, hip, and alignment. The hand is just here. We'll put the hand on the hip for this one. This is up. Now, before you lift, think tilt, belly button, pulls back to the spine always. You can still breathe east to west. Begin to lift that leg to where it's like, okay, that's my place. I can tuck, belly in, and I'm not feeling flexors. Good. I want you to slightly slap the knee, stretch it up. As you lift a little, tuck under. Bend, straighten, lift, tuck. Bend, straighten, lift, tuck. Bend, straighten, lift, tuck. Bend, straighten, lift. Bend, really reach, lift. 2 more. Bend, straighten, lift. Bend, straighten, lift. Keep the tuck, belly button in, flex the foot. Little up, 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 up. Keep the tuck. Good work. I'm saying tuck, it's really a tilt. Belly button's in. Can you pause there and hold? Arm up. Can you release the bar and hold there? Tilt under. Reach. If you can't, it's okay. I just thought I'd challenge us a little bit and bring it on back. A bit of a diagonal on that back and really stretch through that hip. So I'd love a little feedback. A thumbs up. Could you feel the difference when you slowed it down with the tuck and the lift? So you weren't feeling them in the flexors. Yes, you got that. Very good. All right, so now we're going to do back of thigh. Same thing, so many different ones to do. I'm going to do this one today, just putting your heels together, small pie. All right, small pie. Relax the shoulders down. I find I get tight in my shoulders. I'm up like this because for me, these are so intense. So shoulders down, hands are just touching there. Don't be too far from the bar where you have to do this or too close where you're leaning back, okay? So just get yourself there, pluck the hands. Nice work. Now, squeeze the heels, back of knees, tush thighs. Give yourself a good squeeze there. Beautiful. Then, slack the knee, just a little bit of bend. Now, think, take that tailbone, tuck it under. Again, it's not this, right? It's just a tuck. Belly is in. I'm going to take my outside leg. I'm going to keep everything like it is. Take it out to the side and back to that diagonal. Now, I'm going to keep my hip forward. So you'll feel the turn out of the heel of that leg there. You're going to feel it in that stander. That's perfectly fine. Good. I want you to lift it off the floor just a little bit. Straighten it out, bend it, drop it, and lift it. Now, where should you feel it? Right here at that little indentation in your tush. Lift, straighten, bend, touch the floor, and up. Straighten, bend, drop, lift. Straighten, bend, floor off. Stretch, bend, floor off. Bend, stretch, floor off. Bend, stretch, floor off. Lift, straighten, bend, drop, lift, straighten, bend, drop. Now pull, pause at the top, hip there, little straighten and bend, straighten, straighten. I know these are intense, hang in there, but you won't die, I promise you. 3, 2, 1, pause there, flex, and little tiny ups. Now don't let the hip move. Everything stays. Tuck, belly button, little lift, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, and say thank you, then it's over. And kick it out. Boy, but isn't that deep? It's so deep, and it's so strengthening of those glutes. Other side, same thing. So let's begin here, heels. Interesting, my heart rate went up. So again, I like to start with that big squeeze all the way up. It just feels good. Slack the knees. Do your tailbone under, pulling the belly in, shoulders relaxed. Taking the outside leg kind of out to the side and then back at that diagonal. You might want to take a minute, move the foot a little bit out and in. You're going to feel it right at that indentation on the side of the glute, hip forward, tuck under, and now what are we doing? We're going to lift a little, straighten, bend, touch the floor, lift, straighten, bend, touch the floor, lift, stretch it, bend it, touch the floor, lift, straighten, bend, touch the floor, lift, stretch, bend, touch, lift. Is your hip moving? Keep it back towards that bar. Give me one more. Now pause here, straighten and bend, straighten and bend. Now, yes, you are going to also feel it in the standing leg. Tuck, keep your tailbone in, keep your belly button. 5, 4, I'm crying, 2, 3, 2, 1, flex. You ready? Little lifts, tiny lifts. Don't lift the hip. You're going to feel this right under that tush. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on out. Woo! I know it, I know it, I know it. I'm there with you. It's intense. All right, so front of thigh, back, all that here in the booty. How about some side saddles? So I'm not going to do that big stretch out today. We're going to do it a little differently. But you're still going to feel it. All right, so here's this move. I want you again to just stand, find a place where you're just putting your hand on the bar. You're not going to lean in. Standing tall. Okay, standing leg will be straight on this one. Leg, hip, shoulder, tucking chin. Taking now the outside leg right out from the side, directly side. Let it have a slight slack in it, a little bit of a bend. Take that full thigh, rotate it so that you're really, that heel is lifted, you're on your toe. Excellent. Outside arm, I want you to bring it right up from your shoulder, bend in the elbow, and pull up at the elbow outside just a little bit. Beautiful. Now, all you're going to do here is tap, tap, tap that leg. Tap, 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 tap. Keep rotating the leg inside. So right there, you're like, oh, that's no big deal, right? Tap, tap. After a few, it's a big deal. Really press the standing leg down. That's your stabilizer. Good work. All right, now lift it. Lift it up and little bend straightens. Little bend straightens. Good. Now are you ready? Bend straighten, bend straighten. The side that's near the bar, I want you to lift up and over. Little bend straighten. Little bend straighten. So I'm leaning over into it. And now you're going to also feel this go all the way up into your waist. Little bend straightens. Good work. Now pause, flex. Really turn those toes forward. Leaning over, little lifts. Give me 8, 7, 6, 5. Toes forward. 3, 2, 1. Pause. And bring it in. Oh, yes. All the way on up. I know it. I know it. Let's go to the other side. So instead of doing this big one, right, though we're working inside, this one we're working that outside leg, but in the same way. So again, holding on. Good, arm out to the side, taking the side leg out, make sure it's directly out, a slight slack, and really turn it, right? So my heel is up, my big toe is on the ground, I'm like this. I'm gonna draw my belly in with a slight tuck and little taps, tap, tap, tap. Now I find I feel it so much differently on one side than the other. Keeping the standing leg straight, drill down into the standing leg for support. Good, now get it lifted, and you ready? Bend straighten, bend straighten, bend straighten. At this point, I like to bring myself up and over so that I can really feel it all the way up into the waist. It's just like a little tilt over. Good, so you're really leaning this part of the body over. Let's flex, I don't want to overdo you. Little lift, you won't come back for tomorrow. Foot forward, little lifts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pause. I can't do any more. Woo! I know it. Here's the good news though. It really does get you strong pretty quickly as well. All right, now we're going to go down onto the ground and we're going to do the tops of the thighs. So just on the ground, you shouldn't have to change anything. Knees are going to be wider. I'm not going to do a whole lot of these, mainly because I hate them. Yes, good one for your mat. If you have bad knees, you want to put the mat underneath here, right underneath, especially your knees. You can double it up. All right, nice work. And you can adjust this. The stronger you get, the more you can bring the knees in closer without it, bring it out. Stacking the hands like a genie. I'm going to go to the side just so I can kind of show you stacking. All you're going to do is lift that booty up an inch or two and tuck under. Release, tuck, release, tuck, release. Tuck, pull the belly button in, just release the tail. Don't arch, just release, tuck, release. You can press the shins in the ground. Tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, release. Good. Tuck, release, pause, bring the arms up, and tuck, release, tuck, release, tuck, tuck. Just be tuck. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it on down. Woo! I know it, right? really intense. I was going to do some sides, but I think that's enough for today. What do you guys think? I think so. All right. Now, we're going to do a bit of pelvic floor work. So I'm going to come on the side. We're going to do a nice leg stretch. And tomorrow, I have some great additional pelvic floor ab work we're going to do using the ball. So that's just a reason for you to come tomorrow, right? One leg straight out, holding on to this one. You're sitting up on your ball, on your bones, stretching through that heel. Notice the heel is actually off the ground and you're pressing through that back of the knee. And just give yourself some nice little ankle rotations. And ankle rotations the other way. Good, pressing up, just one more time. Good, and switch the legs, pressing through again. So, you know, pelvic floor, what are we doing? We're working those muscles. It's a muscle work, and so important for incontinence, just for really good pelvic floor and ab work. All right, that's good. Go ahead, cross your legs if you can. If this is hard to do seated, because I know for some of us it is, you can, and this is what we will be doing tomorrow, you can either get a pillow or you can do it sitting on a ball. Okay, you can do it sitting on a ball. So I don't know, Greta, if how that feels to you, if you're okay there, sitting on the ball. I'm gonna come over, putting my elbows on my knees and just open up in those hips a little bit. Let's get ourselves a nice little stretchy here, because we deserve it. They're all this hard, super hard work. Woo! All right. And then for the pelvic floor work, I am going to sit on a ball. Sometimes it just helps you feel it a little bit. But I described this the other day. You have these 4 bones that we're essentially going to put together, and we're going to rise them up. So it's the contraction up and the super release and relax down. It's like doing Kegels, essentially. And you want to focus both on the up and the relax on down, okay? So we're going to first start on the sides. Think about, connect to your sit bones, either side. And you might like to visualize, I like to do this closed eyes. Visualize the 2 sides as elevator doors. I want you to close the elevator doors. And let's bring that elevator up to the 1st floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th floor, lingerie on the 5th floor, pause. And we're gonna have to go right back down after purchasing our new lingerie. Down, down, down. You're just relaxing it all the way. And at the bottom, completely relax. Nice, okay? I'm saying nice work. I can't see a thing of what you're doing, right? But I know it's nice work anyway. All right, now front to back bones, front to back bones. So you might like, I think of it as a zipper. So my front and back, I'm bringing them together because, man, I gotta get those jeans up. And now I'm gonna zipper all the way up, belly button. I got low riders, I got high waists. I'm pulling all the way up to make a dress. I'm going all the way up. I'm gonna pause there at the top. I'm going to drop down just to maybe my waist hugger. I'm going to bring it back up. And then I'm going to relax it down, take the pants off all the way down. And say, thank goodness those jeans are tight. Okay, now we're going to do all 4 corners, okay? So here we go. We're going to pull the elevator doors together, the zipper, and we're pulling it up, 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 all the way. Give me 3rd floor, 4th floor, 5th floor, keep going, all the way up, all the way up, all the way up through the top of your head. Ah! And slowly release it all the way on down. And completely relax that pelvic floor. Nice work. Okay, now, I'm gonna get off of my little pedestal there. We're going to half a banana. You guys ready for half a banana? Half a banana, here we go. So this is for up here, waist, sides, backy side. You know I love this one. All right, so points of position, right? Elbow right under the shoulder. You gotta be pressing up against the waist. The knees are at a slight forward angle from your hips. Feet are slightly behind, knees are bent, stretching up. Now I'm gonna take my top hand, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna let that hip roll forward. And then I'm gonna lift this leg up, hip high, So get yourself there. Notice as you start to bring that leg back and press it back from here, as you're pressing it back, bring that hip down towards the floor. And then from under your waist, lift. And let's pull it back. Back. If you can get your knee a little higher, Greta, see if you can. There you go. And the press back is like, you can think even pressing back from the thigh or the knee as the hip comes forward. Little press back. Lifting up from under here, you should feel it all the way up into your waist and your behind knee. Now, from there, you're pressing your back as far as you can. Hip is forward. Lift, lift, lift. So I'm feeling the lift. I'm trying to lift it from my leg and knee and staying lifted. Man, do I feel that all the way up in my waist. Good. Keep pressing up away from the floor, underneath that rib cage. Give me 5, 4, keep that leg back. 3, 2, 1. We're not done. Straighten that leg. Straighten, lift up from underneath the rib cage. You're going to drop the foot down to the floor and lift. Floor up. Floor up. Don't give up on me. Floor up. Think, oh my gosh, getting rid of all that top hip mess. Really cinching in the waist. Give me 5. I'll go faster. 4, 3. Keep the hip down. 2, 1. Pause and bring it in. Ooh! You guys, thumbs up. Could you feel it all in here? Thank you. Nice work, nice work. Let's Pluto snuffles in between. We'll give ourselves a little break. So here we go with the snuffles. With the snuffles. So you're back in your child's pose. Hands, when we put them in, will be slightly inverted. You're going to go like 1 hand distance, 2 hand distance, maybe 1 more. I like mine out a little bit further. Elbows are wide out. Your tail is up. You're going to drop, end at the elbow, drop. So you've got your chin, chest, all the way down and lift up, getting that extension, and then press all the way back into child's pose. Woo! Let's go again. Tail is up. You're going chin. You're sniffing the ground. The chest is down. You're undulating through the spine. Hips are down, and you're stretching it up. Nice. Take the tail back. Here we go again. You ready? Chin, chest, elbows are up as you come all the way up, and you're pressing through, working in the upper body as well. And back. Here we go. Last one. And back. Chin, chest, all the way up. Now I'm going to challenge you. You can go straight back. If you want a little more challenge, you're going to go back the way you came, which is bend the elbows, tail up, chest, chin, and all the way back. Bringing the hands back in. Woo! Nice. Pretty work, you guys. All right, let's get ourselves set up for half a banana on the other side. We're peeling the banana on the other side. Bringing ourselves shoulder, elbow. Good. Knees at a slight distance in front. Knees are bent. Top hand is here. Pressing it forward. Stretching up. So again, I keep saying this because it's really easy to sink here. You want to feel that waist pressing up away from the floor. Hip forward, lift the top leg. Hip high if you can. Pull back from the thigh. As you pull it back, let that hip go forward. See how far you can get. Then once you're there, the hand can go down, and you're just going to keep pressing back. Back. And as you go back, the hip stays pressing down towards the floor. Keep pressing the waist away from the floor. Good. Notice where you're feeling it. 5, 4. Keep pressing it back. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Okay. You're back as far as you can. A little up and up and up and away from the floor. Stay up. 5, 4. Think about lifting from the knee. 2, 1. Good work. Now straighten that top leg. Good work. Floor up. Floor up. Floor up. Floor up. Give me 5. Give me 4. Pull the belly in. Can you? 3. Oh my gosh, that's asking a lot. 2, 1. Pause at the top. And bring it on in. Woo! That was pretty, you guys. Super, super, super nice. Now, we're getting late in the day, so I think at this point we've done a really nice job. Tomorrow we're going to do a little more ab work. Today was more legs, but let's end with a nice final stretch. Let's go on all fours. We're going to do our arch and flatten for a few. Then we're going to stretch out in those legs. So all fours, just press the palms down, curl up, belly button in and up, and then arch it out. Really work that tailbone. Press down, curl it under, and arch it up. Press down, curl it under, and arch it up. Nice work. Shift back into child's pose. You can bring your hands next to the knees, shifting shoulder to hip. Then with the hands, press down to lift the knees. So you're rocking back on just stretching the top of the feet. I know not everybody feels this in a good way. I just love it because I love stretching, of course, always the feet. Tomorrow we'll do more calf and foot work. We didn't really have time for that today. Good work. And then drop it. And then let's come down. Let's do a nice outer leg stretch. So you just come into this position. And if you can, hinge forward. You can do a little bit of pelvic rocking rotations here if it helps you to put the hands behind you and stretch. Just working all in there. So nice. Good work. And then if you can come up, wow, Greta, you're getting some nice movement in there today. I love that. So if you can, when you come forward right there, put your hands forward. Yes, look at you. Yes, the ball, a beautiful thing to use. I love that. So you're just kind of coming forward. If you have the ball, perfect, because you can really stretch yourself out there. If not, just the hands. Getting some good stretching all the way up through the legs. Again, I know I say this each class, I'll say it again. Love the fact that we pulse, but this is so lengthening. So we're strengthening in these lengthened positions. Then bring the hands up. Good. Now we'll do our rotation. So I like to bring my arms up. Give yourself a turn to one side. Reach up and over. Good. And if you can, the arm that's on the outside of the leg, you can put it palm up on your back and the other arm down. If that's too much, do not worry about it. You'll get there. Just keep the arms back down on either side. Just stretching it out. Nice. All right, let's bring those arms up, back up again, back up again, center, turn to the other side, reach up and over. Beautiful. Again, outside arm, palm to the back, stretch it. Now on these, right here, if you're not, I didn't mention it, I wasn't doing it, but flex the feet and feel the difference. Feel the energy going right through those heels. Good work. Now let's bring those arms back up again and up. Now the last thing we'll do in this position is you're going to come forward like you're offering a gift, and you're going to swish to one side. You're going to drop down, swish to the other side. Just one more time each side. Swish up and over. Yep. Swish up and over. And come back to the center. Put both legs in, straight in front of you. Now I know this is a tough position for a lot of us. Just do the best you can. Flexing the feet. You might want to lift up and come on over. And just to wherever those arms will go. Now, I'm flexing my feet and I'm thinking about my pinkies out to the side, which really makes a difference for me because I have such high arches. So I'm always off my big toe ball joint. Yes, I am. Come all the way up. And then you can bend at the elbows, curl on back, bring it back up one more time. Nice. And then hinging forward. Beautiful. And coming up. Now, the one last stretch that I want to do before we end, because it's really different and it felt really good to me when I've been doing it, we're going to do some bridging on our backs. We won't spend a lot of time there, but just knees bent, curl on down. Bridging means you're in this position, bringing the feet in pretty close. You can adjust the feet as you start to do this. I want you to think about curling under and pressing through the heels to lift your booty up. Good, so you're up, you can press those hip flexors forward, get a little stretch like this, but here's the difference. When you come down, first come down tailbone. So arch, press your tail down, and then roll all the way back up again. Good. Arch the body, press your tail in the ground, big arch in the lower back, and then roll all the way back up. I just thought that felt really good. And one more time, tail down, and just notice you can give yourself a big press there, and then roll one vertebrae at a time as you curl back up. Good work. And last one, tail down, all the way down, bend the legs, cross at the ankles, put your hands behind your head, elbows wide, lift elbows in close as they're hugging, and just do little booty lifts, knee to elbow, little booty lifts, little booty lifts, little booty lifts. And guess what, you guys? Drop that, drop the head, roll yourself over, and you are cooked. For sure, you are cooked. Nice work. We're going to stop this recording.